Good morning, everyone. Today is October 15th, 2020. We are going to chant Ougonge this morning. Ougonge is not on Shin Buddhist service book, so please keep watching the screen for Ougonge. Please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. 逃亡小仏国、ご修行ごじゃひどぼさしゅおごん無量格、南西北市有以上下薬部年、ひどぼさしゅおごん無量格、一切消防殺、各際天明慶、方向無下、供養無量格、元年総天学、長発和下音、加丹最小尊、供養無量格、空脱人図へ、遊入人毛門、具足空毒像、妙智無頭輪、永日小世間、症状小自運、苦行行三蔵、慶州無常尊、憲秘言浄土、微妙難事銀、pot無常心、願が国薬年、王子無量尊、同様発言書、空水無臭行、返上実法国、栄光異行心、三蔵十長入、一切天人衆、有薬開官儀、大事関税音、小仏慶州門、略仏が炎症、唯念願設置、本性由来心、八頓長妙高、東十菩薩記、根絶忍耐長、実法来生寺、五七悲願、四具言浄土、十系統差仏、閣僚一切法、有行無限行、満足称名願、筆上行税説、地方行伝行、空教菩薩の、具象空読本、十系統差仏、通達小法書、一切空無我、戦具成仏の筆上行税説、小仏合菩薩、両言安行仏、文房行十行、失徳症状症、四非言上国弁則徳人図、筆頭無量尊、十期上等学、合仏本願力門名欲往生、開始と非国自治不退転、菩薩公士願願広告無異、不年度一切妙見達実法、無事臆行来非形変小説、空行官儀公、厳冬安行国、脈銀無前本、不徳門司教、症状会社内逆門消防、 増強権生尊則の新史事、謙虚文部行有薬大官議、教満平家大難儀新司法、粛清検証仏行長行税教、弔問枠菩薩幕の空昇進、非行重症も欲行街道人、如来知恵会人口無害体、二乗非小式唯仏読妙量、慶始一切人具足海徳道、上映地本具奥公私仏地、具力合公絶人獣有不知、仏定無偏在行税地症状、寿命人難徳仏世薬難地、人ぬ心霊難薬門精進具、門房の不毛、謙虚特大教、即が全身ぬ、税公東発地、摂満世界会非かよ門房、登場仏道、交際生じる。ナマンダブ、ナマンダブ、ナマンダブ、ナマンダブ、ナマンダブ、ナマンダブ。願にしく毒、平等性祭、道本菩提心、往生安楽ナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツナマンダーブツ。Now, I would like to share Shinran Shōgin's Wasan poem, so please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together. 恩愛はなはだたちがたく、生死はなはだつきがたし、念仏三昧行じてぞ、罪障を滅し度脱せんと。But the attachments of affection were extremely hard to sever, and birth and death was extremely difficult to exhaust. Only by practicing the nembutsu-samadhi could we eliminate the obstructions of karmic evil and gain liberation. ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナマンダ仏、ナンマンダ仏、ナンマンダ仏、ナンマンダ。So as I mentioned yesterday, today's Wasan continues from yesterday's Wasan. So let's combine two Wasans so it's easier to understand. All the Bodhisattva state, when we were in the Koso stage, we passed through countless kalpas performing the myriad good acts and practices. But the attachments of affection were extremely hard to sever, and birth and death was extremely difficult to exhaust. Only by practicing the nembutsu-samadhi could we eliminate the obstructions of karmic evil and gain liberation. And I hope I'm pronouncing the word sever right, sever. Those two wasans are based on the commentary on Mahaprajnaparamita Sutra written by Nāgārjuna. And it said, in our causal stage, we encountered true teachers, but we maligned wisdom and tumbled into evil path. Though we passed countless kalpas in performance of other practices, still we could not emerge. Later, by once happening to be near a true teacher, we were taught to practice the nembutsu-samadhi. At that time, we were immediately enabled to cast off all our hindrances and to attain emancipation. Because of this immense benefit, we desire never to part from the Buddha. So this first paragraph is a section we read yesterday, and the second paragraph is about today's Wasan. Then we notice something is missing, or Shinran Shōnin added something in his Wasan. The first two lines of today's Wasan is not in this commentary. The word translated as the attachments of affection is onnai in Chinese characters. This idiom appears in many sutras and commentaries. We didn't see this idiom in the section of the commentary on Mahaprajnaparamita Sutra we just read, but onnai appears in the other sections of the commentary and also in the commentary on the 10 Bodhisattva stages. And in the commentary on the 10 Bodhisattva stages, it said something like, these monks leave the attachment of affection, so they are called noble monks. So leaving the attachment of affection was one of the important steps for the monks' practices. But Shinran Shōnin is saying this attachment of affection is extremely hard to sever. Not like the monks who practice at the temples in the mountain. Shinran Shōnin had family, and he lived in the secular life just like we are. And thinking about myself, this attachment of affection is one of the strongest afflictions I have. I think I know that I have to leave this world someday, but whenever I think about it, I worry about my family. And also, it could be the other way around. I don't want to even imagine, but there's always possibility of my family leaving before me. And with this attachment of affection, I always have the mind that they are my family. Even Shakyamuni Buddha, even though his intention was to save his family from this samsara, he made his son and his wife be monk and nun, and they stayed with him in the Sangha. So I don't say that Shakyamuni Buddha still had the attachment of affection, but this fact shows us that the family is the one we care a lot. The path of difficult practices, Bodhisattva path to attain one's awakening and the other's awakening. If the practitioner fails to attain awakening, the others also fails to attain awakening. But the path of easy practice, path of nembutsu, or path of other power of Amida Buddha, once the one bored on the great ship of the universal vow, we all attain awakening. the attachment of affection is hard to sever or eliminate. But if each one of us have the mind that I'll be okay because of the working of Amida Buddha, I'll be born into the Pure Land, then we don't have to worry about what is going to happen to each of our family members. And of course, the separation from loved one is really difficult to deal with. But this teaching of the path of easy practice gives us the feeling of comfort, ease, and confidence that our loved ones now became Buddha, leading us to the path of Nembutsu and recommending us to be born into the Pure Land of Amida Buddha. As I said a few days ago, Nāgārjuna is the one who distinguished the path of difficult and easy practice. And because of the easy practice of other power nembutsu, we are able to attain the same result of the fruition of the Buddhahood. And this understanding, this teaching of easy practice is one of the common ground for all the 7 Pure Land masters. So please remember about this distinction of difficult and easy practices. And from tomorrow, we are going to read Wasans on Basvandu. So I hope you are able to join me again tomorrow morning. And thank you for attending. And in closing, please join me in Gassho. Please put your palms together. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda. This will conclude today's morning service, and I hope you will have a great day today. And thank you for attending. Hope to see you tomorrow morning.